Okay, so let's get right to it. I've drawn out your basic space here. This is your entryway. This is the entrance. This is Rebecca's desk. And then here's your narrow sort of waiting room. Instead of that sort of smaller, kind of dinky, cabinet that's holding all the coffee and there's no room to spread out, I think what we need to do there, Kay, is I would put in a wall-to-wall console. Preferably something with storage would probably be very helpful. And then this is what we're going to do. Above that, I think you need to punch a mirror. A big, chunky mirror with a cool frame, something that brings some texture into the space. But this mirror is going to reflect back into the small waiting room and make it feel larger and capture all the incoming light and bounce it into the space. Next, I really think going with the same vein that it's very few items that are needed in your office, so each item needs to be mega cool. So this is where I think we have an opportunity. I'm imagining like a Barcelona chair, something just really cool with like an ottoman right beside it, something that I can easily also set my purse or bag down while I'm making a cup of coffee. And then over here, what if we did something nice, like just either one long or two benches. Some cool benches. So I've got room for lots of seating, but I'm not really taking up a lot of depth in the space. The other thing that I think is crucial to really making this feel awesome and to add a pattern, add some color into the space, would then do a really cool rug right here. Okay, so we got this fun rug happening. Your two benches, your new console table here, the mirror above, and then just an awesome chair, statement piece chair. Now, here's the other thing that I think is really needs to be addressed, is that when I walk in, I look over this pony wall here into your conference room, and all I'm seeing right now is what looks kind of like a little dinky white, whiteboard with like two Hobby Lobby looking sort of metal pieces on the wall. And here I am, Kay, I'm being completely frank. I'm just being completely honest as your friend. I think what is really going to make a big difference would be if we could do like two large abstract pieces of art, something very cool. I've got great vendors for you on that if you need. Two big pieces of artwork. I would get one sort of succulent type of centerpiece happening here in the middle. That is such a long conference table. It goes on and on forever. So I need something long and linear to sit in the middle. And then what I would love to see in that space, just to really the crowning moment to top it off, would be to drop down some sort of, maybe it's a pair of two drum pendant lights. Maybe it's a set that's got three in it, but something that spans the space and pulls this together. So now when I walk into Avalar, I see this swanky waiting room. I know that you guys are hip. I look over that and I see into this conference room. My eye goes right here and it feels put together. I would lose that little piece of artwork that's over here. I don't need it. I don't want to see it. It's distracting. This just needs to be clear space. And then the other thing I really want to address are those cowl chairs. I know those cowl chairs are a part of your company culture, and I get that they're fun. They make people laugh. But the thing with those cowl chairs is that unless everything else is super sophisticated, I don't think they're kind of hokey, but if everything else is very sophisticated, they make sense. You make them work, and it makes it really fun, particularly if they're isolated just to the conference table. When I see a bunch of cowl chairs splattered over here as well, I sort of lose the impact of the punch of, these are our fun conference chairs, So that's just my suggestion on that. The other thing that is phase 2 or something to think about, this is the designer in me, I can't help it, but I'd like to see more visual break. On this pony wall right here, what if you did something really, really cool? Take a look at this Pinterest board I started. It's a working Avalar Pinterest board. See these tall greenery like this, something like this coming out of, see how look at this steel planter box. What if instead of just a basic pony wall, I was looking at something like that? Now, preferably what I think is even very cooler and more Austin is going to be these. Look at this, where you've got the very inexpensive treatment to do, very inexpensive. Just do the cedar planks going horizontal, dig in there, we'll put in a little planter bed, and now I've got those really gorgeous, let's come back to the drawing here, say this was all the galvanized, and then I've got these greeneries that pop up and really give a little bit more of a visual block to that conference room. So I've got fresh greenery, I see artwork, I see lighting. I mean, this place is gonna feel like $1 million, like it should. This place needs to represent your level of service, your level of sophistication, and show that you know what's going on. So these are my ideas, my suggestions, take them or leave them. I love y'all, bye.